Were you born in a wheelchair? I get that question every now and again, not as often as it used to, but here's how I answer that question coming up. Stay tuned. Next. Be sure to subscribe. Go below, hit that button. Be sure to subscribe and click on that bell and get a notification when the next upload takes place. If you're part of my community, thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. Now, were you born in a wheelchair? Well, here's my answer to that. Well, it'd kind of be pretty hard for my mother to give birth to me and the wheelchair. So that's what I tell them. I say, it'd be pretty hard for my mother to give birth to me and the wheelchair. And then they kind of look at me a little funny that I would give an answer like that. But what do you expect from a question like that? No, I wasn't born in a wheelchair. Now, there are people that are born disabled. There are people that are born not disabled. There are people that get their disability after they've been born sometime in life. And that's what happened to me. My story is, I was playing football one day. Just a pickup game of football. No helmets, no pads, no protection of any kind. But we were playing tackle football. We'd been out there probably 2 hours. My team had got the ball back. And at that time, I said, I'm done playing for today. I need to go get my stuff ready for class. And this is what I'm telling them. I got to get my stuff ready for class, so I'm going to go ahead and leave. So I turned around and left the huddle. I got maybe 10 feet away from the huddle, and I heard someone say, we need someone to run the ball. So I stopped, turned around towards everyone, and I said, all right, I'll come back for one more play. Psst, hey, let me put you in the secret here. I know this is shamelessly promoting, but one more play is the name of my book. Because I come back for one more play. What a title for a book, one more play. But if I come back for one more play, the design of the play was to hand the ball off to me, and I run. That's it. Then whatever happens, happens. They hand the ball off to me. I bust through the line. I did my Heisman Trophy move. I went here. I went left. I went right. I went straight up the middle. Someone grabbed me from behind. I drugged them a little bit. They let go, and I eventually scored a touchdown, baby. Touchdown. As I was turning back towards everyone, I saw something in my peripheral vision. I didn't know what it was. I just saw something. But then I felt contact on my right shoulder. And then I heard a loud pop. I don't know what the pop was. I know what I thought it was. I thought when I hit the ground, I thought my collarbone, my clavicle, had been broken from the hit. While laying on the ground, only one of us that day returned to our feet, and it wasn't me. I remember lifting my head up to try to get up one time. Nothing came up. The guy that tackled me, now again the play was over. I scored a touchdown. Turning back towards everyone, I was putting the ball down. Touchdown, the play's over. The guy hit me when he shouldn't have. But the guy was all excited that he tackled me. And I said, man, when I get up, I'm gonna beat you up. I figured with the collarbone broken, I was left-handed. I could fight left-handed the best I can. I again lift my head to get up. And again, nothing came with it. No shoulder come up. My arms didn't come up at that time. Definitely my legs didn't come up. So I put my head back down. And then I did the old three's a charm thing. I tried one more time. And nothing followed again when I lifted my head. So I knew something was serious then. Paralyzed instantly from the hit. They eventually took me to the hospital and confirmed what I feared of being paralyzed. They labeled me as a quadriplegic. All right? Meaning all four limbs, limited or no movement. Now, people thought, all of a sudden, people think quadriplegic means no movement in all four limbs. Well, that's part of the answer, yes. But the other part of the answer is limited or no movement in all four limbs. So I have limited movement in my arms. I actually have limited movement in my legs. I used to be able to stand, walk with a walker for about 10 minutes. Remember? And so I made a liar out of the doctors for 10 minutes because I was told I would never walk again, possibly, maybe not move anything from my neck down. And my family was advised to place me in a nursing home that I'd be too much of a burden to provide care for. Thankfully, my family and I are hard-headed. We didn't listen to the doctors. We didn't go to a nursing home. We developed our own workout and therapy programs, and that's what got me to be able to stand and walk a little bit. Now, when I go back to say I'm a quadriplegic, spinal cord injury, I am what's called an incomplete spinal cord injury is what I have. A complete quadriplegic is where the spinal cord has been damaged all the way across. There's no movement, no hope for movement. An incomplete means the spinal cord is still intact, some or all or somewhere, and there's possibility for some movement. Now, again, that doesn't mean walking, but be able to move your arms, move your hands, move your fingers, possibly move your legs some. I met this one guy one time named Marvin. Marvin was 8 years old. He'd got up one day to get off the couch, to go into the kitchen, go down the hallway to get something to drink, he said. At the exact time, boy, I tell you, life has a lot of timing. At the exact time, Marvin got up off the couch to go down the hallway to go in the kitchen. His uncle was outside and had dropped a hunting gun, and the gun discharge went through the screen door and popped Marvin in the neck. Marvin was what's called a triplegic. Actually, he was still a quadriplegic, but he could move his left arm, but he couldn't move his other three limbs. Now, his left arm still had limited movement instead of still a quadriplegic, but he could move one limb out of the three. But again, quadriplegic, limited or no movement. So, go back to my story. With all the hard work and everything, we were able to at least get where I can stand some, walk a little bit, made a liar to doctors for 10 full minutes. It's just the other 23 minutes or 23 hours and 50 minutes they were correct. So, that's my story in a little nutshell. Things could have gotten worse. Things could have been different, or things were a lot different, but things could have been worse. If my family and I didn't have the attitude of living and doing the best we can, of only surviving, who knows? I may be laying in bed being watered like a plant every day. Or who knows? I may be laying there until my early death. Or who knows? I mean, we could all do the who knows game in our life. Who knows what would have happened if then? All right? Everything could have been if then. So, let's look for it. Let's move forward in life, do the best we can, use the best of our ability, use all of our experiences that we use in life, make the best decisions, and do the best that we can. My life, there's only one thing I regret from all this situation. Yes, I would love to be walking, running, playing baseball. I would love for all that. Don't get me wrong with that. But I really don't regret it because here's 3 reasons. 1, I wasn't a Christian then. I become a Christian through all this. My family, we were tight, but we could have been tighter. All right, more loving family. And the third thing is, I know when I went to college, I wasn't going to graduate. I was going to hopefully get drafted to be a professional athlete. I wasn't going to study anything. I was going to stay in college long enough to hopefully get drafted or flunk out. That was I knew I was going to graduate. So I went on and received degrees. So the only one thing I regret, this is the only thing I regret, is that my family had to go through and suffer along with me. Again, it brought us closer together, more loving family, but it brought a lot of heartache, tears, stress for us, all of us, as well. So for me to go through it, I can accept it and move forward. The one regret, I just wish my family didn't have to go, but that's part of life, part of my support system, part of my positive encouragers, influencers that made me work hard when days I didn't want to. I love my family. It's their sacrifice that has let me be where I'm at today. So there's my little story in a nutshell again. I hope it helped you to overcome some adversity, some challenge. The old thing, if I could do it, you could do it. I hate it when people say that, and I don't like to say that, because just because someone does it doesn't mean everybody can do it, doesn't mean somebody else can do it. You have to have that desire, the willpower, the strength, the perseverance, the powerful, positive mentality to be able to want to do it. And then just go from there, work hard, do the best that you can. And don't be shy. Go ahead, dig in, subscribe down below. And thank you for being part of my community. And if there's anything I can do for any of you, please leave comments down at the bottom and let me be able to help and assist you the best that I can. Hey, do something today, tomorrow, something next week that's going to help you persevere past your paralysis.